Okay, so I'm live. Well, yeah, if you read the title of this, you're going to understand what I'm about to talk about. And presidential hopeful mayor of New York City, Bill DeBlasio, pretty useless individual. Anybody that votes for that guy needs their head examined. So the other day I watched a Hannity report, and Mr. DeBlasio actually sat down with Sean Hannity, and they had this ridiculous interview that de Blasio answered absolutely none of the questions in a straight manner. You couldn't get a yes or no out of him. It was like talking to my son Timothy. Yes or no? No. Blah, 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 blah. You get a whole story of something, some other subject. So this morning I'm looking at at my news that I get, Yahoo News on here, and it was a multi-million-dollar jewelry heist in New York, Manhattan. I was like, oh, well, that's Mayor de Blasio's controlled area, you know? And the first thing I see is these black guys. Yes, I said it, black guys with guns, you know, like to kind of go pew, 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 pew. And I'm like, holy shit. Okay, so I watched this. I mean, things go back in my head. And I'm like, oh my God, that de Blasio was on Hannity. And Hannity asked him, do you think that it's an American's right to own a firearm to protect themselves? And he was like, well, we have good police force. I mean, if you watch it, you just want to pull what little hair I have out of my own head. So anyway, so I'm like, oh my God, look at this. This is Manhattan. Guns are illegal there. You can't even own a gun in Manhattan. New York, the 5 boroughs in New York, it is illegal to even have a firearm in your home to defend yourself because they got the best police force in the world. Well, they may have the best police force in the world, but pretty much they're a cleanup crew, and guys like those black men with guns that go pew, 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 were in a store in a city where guns are illegal. Okay, so I've been saying this for years. I know there's a lot of people out there that say this for years. Guns are a necessity in this society because when they're outlawed, only law-abiding citizens will not use them or own them. Only criminals. And this just proves the point of every American in this country that is pro-gun, that understands that the only way to deter gun violence is with a gun. And de Blasio, as he's walking down the streets of New York, strutting like a cock, you know, strutting down the street like a cock, he's got guns all around him. You know, his security force, you know, the fine folks in the New York City Police Department, which would probably prefer putting their guns away in the event that he was attacked, but they wouldn't get paid, you know, and probably rightfully so, because it is the job that they hold. You know, they are supposed to defend that guy with their guns in the event that some illegal guy with a gun is going to kill him. So this is my little de Blasio rant, and as a presidential hopeful, he's hopeful. Actually, I hope he gets the nomination, to be honest with you, because he will be just obliterated in the, you know, Donald Trump will obliterate this guy. And, you know, Donald's pretty good at obliterating people. I mean, there you go. So anyway, that's it. Guns are illegal in Manhattan. Only criminals have guns. And when you are in a store where people come in with a gun, you are a victim. It doesn't even matter anymore. If you're in New York City and something bad happens to you, you are automatically a victim if you're a law-abiding citizen. A victim. So you go into the convenience store in Manhattan and a guy comes in and he's got a gun in his shirt. Whether he does anything or not, you're a potential victim because he's still contemplating, do I rob this store because there's people in here, or do I just go for broke and shoot everybody in here? You're a victim because as a law-abiding citizen, I would not be carrying a gun into New York City. I wouldn't, because I don't want to go to jail for, you know, like 10 years because I broke that particular law, even though I find the law to be bullshit. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is my 4-minute and 30-second video on how Bill de Blasio is an effing moron. It's probably not even going to get monetized, but let's see how far it goes.